Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Quick Break Games, where we talk about all the latest information regarding TT Games' LEGO series. And this time we got another video about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. And in this video we're going to be focusing on the release date of the game. So the game was announced at E3 back last year, at E3 2019 during Microsoft's press conference. And then they released some screenshots, had some interviews back then, but then there was just a huge drought of information after that. So then about 6 months later, they finally gave us a trailer in December at the release of Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And they finally gave us just a brief trailer. It was like 50 seconds long. It just showed some of the cutscenes, because at the trailer at E3 just showed like CGI, that wasn't actual gameplay. But this trailer back in December actually showed us footage from the game, but it was kind of cutscenes and it was very brief. It just gave us like 2 seconds basically of each of the 9 films. So it was kind of underwhelming. I mean, it was cool to finally get new information, because there had been a huge drought of information, obviously, for like over 6 months. But overall, though, it was kind of disappointing because we didn't get a release date or anything like that, other than them reaffirming that it is 2020. So I guess that's good. But in this video, I kind of want to talk about the release date more specifically, because there seems to be a lot of confusion going around, and I kind of want to dispute all the confusion and sort of resolve everything. So hopefully we can figure out when this game's coming out, or at least have an estimate of when it's coming out and when it's definitely not coming out. So first off, I want to talk about the December 31st, 2020 date. So I've gotten so many comments and stuff like that about December 31st. You know, people are just saying, you know, it's coming December 31st. Look on Amazon, look on GameStop's website, look on Best Buy's website. No, it's not. It's definitely not coming out this date. So completely disregarding everything else, if you just think about that date, it makes no sense. Like, no video game would ever come out on that date, at least not a major game. Maybe some indie game would have released it then, but that's like 6 days after Christmas, so like your sales would completely be ruined, because everyone's, you know, spending money before Christmas. Then after Christmas, usually in January, that's like a drought in sales. So it would make no sense to release a game directly after Christmas like that on December 31st. So that'd be like sales suicide on your game. So that date makes no sense. But the reason you see that date on all these websites like Amazon and whatnot is because when a game or anything, I guess, that you can pre-order does not have an exact release date, but it has a year, then they'll just put the last day of the year just to play it safe, because, like, to say you'll definitely get the game by then. So we know Skywalker Saga is 2020, so Amazon's like, okay, it's coming out sometime in 2020. So when people pre-order it from our website, we'll just say they'll get it by December 31st, 2020, because that's like guaranteed, because they know it's coming sometime that year. So yeah, hopefully that kind of explains some of the confusion around that, because I know a ton of people have been saying it's coming December 31st, and that date just makes no sense, and it's definitely not coming, and Amazon's just doing that because they don't know when it's coming out. And the same thing with all the other retailers like GameStop and Best Buy and whoever else is saying December 31st. So then the other big date that we've been seeing around is April 20th, 2020. Now, where does this come from? So from what I can tell, I did a little bit of research on Reddit. Once again, I believe it's on the LEGO Star Wars Reddit. I don't know, a link to it will be in the description if you need to look at it. Basically, so GameStop, in their store, they have like little placeholder boxes. So like when a game is announced and there's going to be pre-orders for it, they put little boxes, like just blank boxes of the game that just have the title, even if the box art isn't even announced. Like Skywalker Saga, the box art isn't revealed yet. They probably haven't even come up with it yet. So I guess in this GameStop, or maybe it's a game store, I believe that's something you have in the UK, I don't know, I'm not from the UK, but they've placed this box in the store, and it says LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and it says like coming April 20th or something like that. So now everyone's believing it's coming April 20th. And, you know, it may very well come April 20th, we don't know yet. There's a couple things to look at that date. So first off, this is just a retailer putting that date out. The retailer is not TT Games, okay? So only TT Games can really give us the official release date. You know, sometimes these retailers can screw up and give us the release date without the developer, you know, wanting us to know it yet, but I don't know, that could be the case here. But I'm kind of leaning towards it not being the case, and the reason why is if I pull up my calendar here, if you look at April 20th, see here, April 20th is actually on a Monday, and that pretty much makes no sense, because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any game that's ever come out, at least not a major game, has ever come out on a Monday. Usually it's always on a Tuesday, or more recently Friday. You know, in the past years, games always used to come out on Tuesdays, but it seems like the past few years, it's always been Friday, so I would expect this game to come out on a Friday, if anything. So Monday, April 20th seems very weird, so that's kind of why I'm thinking that date is kind of nonsense. I think GameStop, or wherever this store, this retailer is, I think they're just saying a date. Maybe they have an idea of when it's coming out, and they're just kind of putting that date down. I don't know where they're getting that date from. And then I've seen a few other people on Reddit say April 26th, and just all these late April dates. I'm not entirely sure where all those come from. I think different retailers are maybe saying different dates. So I don't know, it's very confusing, but none of the dates that I've seen have actually been Fridays. At least I've seen April 20th and the 26th, I think, are the most common dates I've seen. And the 26th is a Sunday, so that wouldn't make sense either. So I don't know, maybe the 24th, because that's the Friday of that week. Maybe we could see it then. But I don't know. It seems kind of unlikely to me. So now I want to talk about my personal kind of prediction of when I think it's coming. I'm kind of predicting June 2020, because this would give them a little bit more time for development, because you would think if it's coming in April, we're just a few months away from April, maybe they would have given us the release date yet, or a new trailer or something. It's possible they haven't given us anything yet, but I'm thinking maybe June, because if you look at LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, which came out back in 2016, I believe, that kind of came out around a similar situation. So the year before that, in December, they had the Force Awakens movie come out, and then 6 months later in June, they had the game come out. So I'm thinking maybe a similar thing here, where we had the Rise of Skywalker at the end of last year, and then 6 months later they could give us the Skywalker Saga game. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'm thinking June is kind of my prediction. That's what I've been saying all along, even before these April rumors started up here in the past month or so. So I'm predicting June, sometime in June, just kind of based on the previous games. And also in 2018 we had LEGO Incredibles release in June as well. So it seems like TT Games in recent years likes that June release date. That's when they like to release their new games, at least one of their new games that year. And also June's when they revealed the game at E3. So I don't know, that's what I'm predicting. It would be 1 year from their initial reveal at E3, which I think would make a lot of sense. And then another thing people are saying is May the 4th, because May the 4th be with you, May the Force be with you. People are expecting that date, but May the 4th is actually on a Monday, I believe. Let me pull up my calendar here. Yeah, it's on a Monday, so that wouldn't make sense either. So I'm not really seeing that date as well. But anyways, that is going to be pretty much this video. I just want to make a video talking about the release date and kind of clarifying some things and when it's coming out. Of course, I don't have an exact release date, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's coming between April and June. I don't think it's coming after that. It's possible it could get delayed or something, and it could come out, at Christmas time in the fall. Who knows? But I'm kind of predicting April to June. I'm leaning towards June myself, but of course those April dates could be true, and maybe we'll get it on like the 24th or something like that. Definitely wanted to point out that it's not coming December 31st. That is 100% fact. It's not coming then. Even if it got delayed a whole bunch, it would come out sometime in early 2021. It wouldn't come out the 31st, that's for sure. Right after Christmas does not make any sense for a game. But yeah, that's going to be this video. If you found this informative, please give me a like and subscribe to be notified right when new LEGO game content comes out. We're covering LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, as well as other LEGO games coming after that, everything like that. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time.